Hey everybody, welcome to our Blab. This is Andrew McCauley. We are live talking about what's going on, what has changed, what's new and fun in the online marketing world. Of course, Will Hankey is here as well. G'day, Will.
Hey, how are you? I'm wearing my official Red Canoe Media colors today.
You haven't got your official American flag behind you either.
No, it's here. It's just draped over to the side today.
You need to get in that closet of yours, right?
That's right. I had to get some envelopes. So
So I'm going to apologize to everyone because it's a little bit loud where I am. I've had to get to a Starbucks to do the Blab, and I'm so far impressed that the internet has held up. So let's touch wood. It keeps going.
yeah, you sound just fine.
I'm sitting outside. It's the rest of the country is going through the polar vortex. I'm going through the heat vortex right now. I think it's something like 75 degrees, shorts and t-shirt, and everyone else seems to be batten down the hatches.
Yeah, I'm not interested in hearing about your 80-degree weather, just so you know.
Yeah. So we've got a few things to talk about. A lot of Twitter stuff's going on today, right?
A lot of Twitter stuff going on. So we weren't able to do a show last week because we had some things come up. So last week, one of the big things I saw was that people on Twitter were freaking out about the death of Twitter. That was the big thing. Everybody thought it was going away and dying, and apparently the actual people that use it were freaking out about that.
So it was funny to see that because everyone's like, oh, well, it's going to change. But I think at the end of the day, the option is still there to keep it as normal. So you don't have to worry about the changes that are coming or happening. Right. Actually, they're happening. They are happening today, I think. They've already rolled out.
Yeah.
So let's talk about those. Let's talk about those.
Well, the big thing that they changed was the option to modify your timeline, where you can get the posts that Twitter deems to be the most important things versus just the chronological order of the latest tweets that have happened. So I think it's kind of a cool thing because I don't jump on Twitter all that often. So to be notified of what the newest things or the latest things or things that people are engaging with, I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see. A lot of the noise that we see on Twitter is noise, and it's hard to battle through a lot of that stuff. I use lists a lot to sort of help me get through that noise, but it's going to be interesting to see how people are using it. I'll definitely have a play with it and see what I think is the best. So I guess come back in a few weeks and we'll be able to give you a rundown of what we think.
Yeah, one of the cool things I think is that as I publish new blogs and different things out there, if some of those get a little engagement or likes or things like that, it's very much more likely for my stuff to show up in other people's feeds because of that, instead of it just rolling on down. So publishers, I can see it might be a little bit of an advantage.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be interesting to see how the algorithm takes it. Is it going to show people that you've been engaging with more often? Or is it just, who picks what's important and what's not? So it's going to be interesting to see how that all turns out.
Yeah, by the way, I think this is something that you can turn on and off.
Yes, it is.
So that's cool, and I think it's off by default. However, I have heard that some Android devices now it's turned on by default. So just check your device and look and see if it's still rolling down in chronological order or not, and it might be a little bit different for everybody. The easy way to tell is it's going to say 2 seconds ago, 3 seconds ago, 5 hours ago. If it does that,
exactly.
Something's up.
Yeah, is it just for mobile devices right now, or is it desktop as well?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure. I know that it's on mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. So that's
awesome.
That's kind of the big news, and maybe that'll take care of the death of Twitter people. That there's still something going on.
Yeah.
I have seen that Twitter came out with their numbers for last quarter, and they pretty much flatlined as far as new users.
Yeah, they are.
No new users, so a lot of the things that Jack Dorsey's done in the past either haven't come to fruition yet or haven't really moved the bar.
It's they're trying a whole bunch of new things, and we've spoken about a number of those things recently. But yeah, it's the growth is stalled, and but I think there's a lot of the social sites are sort of stalling. The big ones are stalling, their growth is stalling, and some of these newer ones are taking over. So, Snapchat's on the rise and that sort of stuff. So, yeah, just keep an eye on how that works.
Well, Twitter's always come across as kind of a younger company, a younger demographic. When Facebook came out, all the young people were on it, but then as time went on, they started getting their parents to sign up, and so Facebook kept on building the number of users because the 40, 50, 60-year-olds were getting on there. I don't see that happening with Twitter as much. So there was that second kind of burst of growth for Facebook where I don't see that happening with Twitter.
Well, I think we might have spoken about this, but Facebook's starting to see a resurgence of younger people coming back.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever left. They just didn't use it. But now Instagram is part of their arsenal. They're coming back to see what's being posted on Facebook through their Instagram posts too. Yeah,
definitely bringing back some of those people, but that doesn't count towards their overall growth. I don't see too many 60-year-olds getting on Twitter anytime soon. So
you keep talking while I got the.
We knew that was going to happen. That's okay. That's funny. Speaking of Instagram, they've officially added support for multiple accounts. We actually talked about this on a previous show as well, where they said they were going to be doing that. So nice that that's finally available.
Do you have multiple Instagram accounts?
I do, but I've always had to log out, log in, log out, that kind of stuff. And so I rarely use them for that exact reason.
Yeah, and you know what? So I've started using it. I played with the feature. It rolled out earlier this week, I think, or last week. Played with the feature. I love it because now I don't have to use a third party like Patagram or any of those. Excuse me, but I can. I also get notifications now on my different accounts. So if somebody likes a photo or comments, it tells you in brackets this account someone likes this photo. So you know exactly which accounts are getting traction and stuff like that on your instant notifications.
Oh, very good. That's nice. And of course, there's inside Facebook ads you can advertise on Instagram now. So I would assume that's all a little bit easier to see which of those are working well.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with that because, as you said, I didn't want to keep logging in, logging out, logging in, logging out, especially when I couldn't remember my passwords every time I had to go back and da-da-da. But now it's all logged in. You can have up to 5 accounts on your on the one app.
Oh, you think they'll expand that over time?
I don't know if they will. I mean, at the end of the day, it's probably only marketers or agencies that are running a few different campaigns at once that will need it.
Right.
But the majority of people won't have more than 5 accounts.
I would think so, yeah. But it would be nice for us.
Yeah.
They've also rolled out 60-second video ads. Have you come across any of those ads yet?
Not yet. But I'll keep my eye out to check them out. Interesting to see how that's going to go. I just don't know if it's going to work too well. Yeah, 60 seconds off a long time. I would assume there's some skip button after 5 or 6 seconds, like there's on YouTube. Or you just keep scrolling through, I guess.
Okay.
You just keep flicking through. I don't know if they're. Well, that's a good question. I don't know if they're part of the feed. I'm guessing they're part of the feed. Otherwise, they'd be interrupting everything, and I think people get narky with that.
Yeah. Switching back to Twitter, Twitter also came out with something called First View, which is making their sponsored ads a little more prevalent and inside the feed itself. So I was reading a little bit about this. Some people said they were worried about that, upsetting the Twitter users because because those ads are in there. I don't know if I see that happening because we're used to it with Facebook. There's sponsored ads all over the place in there.
Well, we used to promoted tweets as well. Promoted tweets are the same thing. This is just a video. Yeah. It sits on your timeline for 24 hours in the first spot, and then that's it. I'm not sure what the prices are, but I know promoted tweets are pretty expensive. Promoted trends are extremely expensive. So I'm not sure what the prices are for promoted.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what the price is. They're calling it First View, apparently, guaranteeing prime ad real estate to people that on their timelines. So we'll see how it goes. Adweek has a nice article about it out there. You know what I noticed is over on our chat, we don't have a chat feature today. Isn't that strange?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, do you see it? I don't see anything. I can't post anything or anything over there.
You don't see anything popping up there?
No, I just got a dark gray square over there.
Yeah, Mr. Wonderful was posting some stuff to you earlier. Hello, yes, I can hear you, he's saying.
Oh.
So it's there. I'm on Firefox doing it. I'll tell you what else is new is the tweet button. Check out the tweet button now. You can actually write your own tweet, compose your own tweet, rather than grab the heading of what's there.
Yeah, that's okay. I kind of like the idea of there being something pre-populated in there that I can just go edit.
So
I like that better.
and it also puts the names of the people on the actual blab too, which I like.
Yes.
So I wonder how long that's going to be there for. Interesting.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
So even the lab's changing things on this, right?
Sure is.
Let's see. Don't have a whole lot of news other than that. Here we go. Twitter's new timeline brings content to logged out mobile web browsers. That's pretty cool. So I think even if you're logged out, that you can, it'll still kind of fake itself to look like you're looking at a live stream.
I think Twitter once again are trying to just make sure that people can get as much of Twitter as they can without having to block it up. They can get to see what's going on. So that's like, wow, I want to get part of it. I want to be there and see what's going on. I want to be part of it and interact. So you can't engage in this, but you can see what's going on. So hopefully the information is good enough to say, oh, I want to log in or sign up so I can jump in that conversation.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's good. Maybe that'll help them get some more users. We'll see.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely.
That's what we always say. We'll see. It's really going to happen.
I think the other thing we got in there too is iOS. I think it's iOS or Google AdWords now has an iOS app, so you can now run your ads from iOS. Did we speak about that last time or not?
Yeah. Have you checked that out, or did you do any AdWords?
I haven't checked it out yet. No, I knew it was there, and I wasn't sure if we spoke about that the other call. So I just thought I'd stick it back in there to see if you've used it yet. Have you used it yet?
I have not. I don't do hardly any AdWords. The Facebook targeting is just so much better.
Yeah.
I do quite a bit of Facebook ads. But
I'll tell you one thing that did cross my desk recently was paid search is slowing right down. So I'm going to quickly read this article here for you. Q4 from 214 to 215, the paid search growth slowed down 3% compared to 12% increase in the previous quarter. So it's been a big decline. Mobile search increased year on year, but overall, paid has dropped right off.
That's interesting, especially with Facebook adding the opportunity to advertise on Instagram. Twitter's always coming out with new ways to advertise.
Yep. I think there's going to have to be some sort of. I don't know if that's just going to be a trend or it's just a glitch right now. But I think there's going to be new ways to be paying for stuff. And once these places like Blab and these other platforms start really working out how to monetize, then we're going to start seeing that paid search grow again.
Yeah. Also, a couple months ago, we mentioned YouTube Red, and that was something where people could see ads and, kind of avoid that entire thing. So maybe they shot themselves in the foot, or maybe not. I wonder, it'd be nice to see some sort of stats about Red and how many people signed up and if it's worth it.
Yeah, it would be interesting for sure. Yeah.
Google likes to do these little tests and these little things go away on it.
Yeah. And they don't tell anyone it's disappeared, it's just gone.
Right. Or they change the name of it,
Yeah.
Google Local, Google My Business. What is it this week?
All right. What else we got there? Got any other news there?
I don't think so.
Wow.
all out fairly quickly, and almost everything is Twitter this week. In weeks past, nothing is Twitter, and then all of a sudden everything is
We
Twitter.
did pretty well considering we're in a challenging technological area. Starbucks.
Yeah, just fine. We only had one siren go by, a couple of dogs barking. You're set.
So James has joined us. He says your voice is very robotic. I'm hearing that a little bit too. I just thought it was my connection there, James. So maybe someone else is confirming that. I just thought it's me and my Starbucks connection, but maybe it's not. Maybe you need to go to Starbucks next time. Get some good internet.
Could be. Yeah. It's kind of like Instagram with the different filters. I've got filters for my microphone. This is the robot filter.
Yeah.
It's the Star Wars filter. Isn't there a robot Star Wars? The R2D2.
Maybe the Darth Vader filter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's very good. Then if you've just joined us too, and if you're watching this recording, we are doing this every Friday morning, 10:30 Pacific, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern. Join us, jump on. If you've got any questions, you want to jump on and be part of our blab, we'd love you to be there. We've got an open seat. We're talking about all things that are changing, upgrading, new and different in the world of social and online marketing. Thank you very much, Will. That was
trying to keep everybody up to date. It was a little bit of a short show. That's okay.
Short shows are good sometimes. It's all good.
Right, thanks for joining us.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care. See you later. Bye.
See you later.